You can see there November 17th, 2018, top left corner. President Trump arrives in Paradise, California, 11/17/2018. They do things ceremoniously on certain dates for a reason, and I will explain why. (11, 17, 2017). So he was coding there because he was coding a year before. Okay, somehow he must have transmitted that information. So he was standing there on 11/17/2018, but 11/17/2017 to 5/18 or 5/17, give or take one day, 2021 is exactly 3.5 years.
California, where President Trump is visiting the incident command post for the deadly Campfire. At least 71 people have been killed.
71 times 13 is 923. The reason why they used that number for 71 is 71 times 13 equals 923 from Campfire. 11/8/08/2018 plus 923 days is 5/18/21, Shavuot. So as to the mystery of 9/23/2015, some of it has been solved, finally, after all these years. So first, I just wanted to show you that, let's just disregard the beginning part. I just want to show you from the Campfire, the reason why they're coding the factors of 923, there's a reason. So 2018, and then to 5/17, sorry, 18. We're looking at 5/17, 5/18 is 923 days. 923 is the bottomless pit. Yes, this whole thing does have to do with the bottomless pit and the key of the bottomless pit, okay? They know this, so that's why you're seeing that. Here it is here. Sorry, this is a mess. See there in orange? Then you see Campfire. And then that's 5/18. So in orange, that's a total of 923 days. Okay? So 71 dead, 71, 13 times 71 is 923. Number 1011 missing is 3 times 337. I want you to look at this. I've color coded it for you. The reason why they used those two numbers in the Campfire story is, so Campfire is here, so that's 923. They coded that. Somehow they coded 13. I didn't catch that, but I know they coded 71, and I know they coded 23 many times, and so I know that's what they were referring to, especially when I proved to you these next few things. 71 supposedly were dead. 71 times 13 is 923, and that is the value in the original text for the Abussos Greek for a bottomless pit. Campfire to 5/17, 5/18 is, and that Shavuot is 923 days. Then they said that 1011 were missing. 1011 is 3 times 337. So within those numbers is hidden the true meaning, okay? Now I want to take you to that, because that takes us to 12/6/17. 12/6/17 plus 1260 days is 5/18/21. Yes, this is serious, and yes, this is what it's always been about. So let's go here for a moment. George Perry Floyd was his full name. Do you see 1206? 1206, 1260, 5/18. You must remember there's always a give or take 1 or 2 days depending on if you count if you're inclusive of the whole date or if it's just through the 2 dates. So we could be looking anywhere 5/17, 5/18, 5/19. So anyway, you can see there from the 923 sign, it's 1335 days. 1259 is the other value. 1259 days from 12/6 to 5/17, 5/18. Okay, so they were using that as a coded story to let all of them, the initiated ones, know the importance of what happened on this date. It allowed them to figure out the rest of this. So look again here at the stats. 1011 missing, that equals 3 times 337. And then it is 337 days. 337 days from 12/6/17 to the campfire. 337 is the value for sides. Sides, squares, downfall of the king of Babylon. I will ascend above the tops of the clouds. I will make myself like the Most High. But you will be brought down to Sheol, the lowest depths of the pit, the sides of the pit. Sides. (922:15), 923 plus 1668 days to 413. That's why they were coding that so heavily. Is 1668 days. 1668 equals seal. And then 413 to 517 or 518 is 397 days. And 397 is Shabi'i, which is 7 or 7th. The fact that the 7 seals are in the counts between the holy days and eclipses is astounding, considering the fact that it's 1335 and 1260. And we do know from scripture that the 7 seals have to be opened for the judgments to come upon the earth. So if the judgments are going to come, the 7 seals would have had to have been opened.
Have been killed by that wildfire. 1,000 people still unaccounted for. This is Jerry killed by that wildfire. 1,000 people. Wildfire. 1,000 people.
They use incomplete sentences to code there will be fire, and then he didn't say fire. Great Tribulation 804. There will be fire 804.
1,000 people still unaccounted for. This is Jerry Brown. Oh, this is the president. Let's listen in.
Heavily.
1,000 people still unaccounted for. This is Jerry Brown. Oh, this is the president. Let's listen in.
Heavily. Heavily. Heavily.
Heavily 1143. I put it in blue for you. So anyway, 923:15 plus 1143 days is Campfire sign of Jonah. They already coded 337 for the sides of the pit. 923 is the Abussos bottomless pit. They're obviously keeping track of the days here. 1143 to the campfire. They mapped this out already, and they also mapped this out. Now, if you look up 1143, you see glorious, and then also church. So that's 1143 days. Then to 11/8/18, it's 431 days to 113:20, where there was a definite sign in the moon. I have it posted on my channel. I will get around, if you send me a message, I have to enable the videos one by one. So if there's anything that you want me to post up, just let me know. Otherwise, I'm just really busy researching this revelation that's come forth the last week. So I'm just really busy doing that. But if there's anything that will help you that you want to see now, just let me know and I'll go and enable that video. Okay. Campfire, 431 days to the sign, which I have the proof in the video on my channel. Just go look at it. Just a correction, there was an eclipse on 110/20 and then the moon sign on 113/20. The code is for the 110. It's one of the three ones that are there right now. 431 equals holy. You need to understand that the words are a map to the end times. The date ranges between the holy days and the eclipses. The elapsed number of days in between stands for words that were in the parables and clues and things in the scriptures about the time that we're living in. And this is why they've been following the Gematria so closely. Okay, so 431. I just lost my train of thought. What am I looking for? Oh yeah, holy. Kadash is holy. And then, so from 113 to Shavuot 517, 518 is 490 days. So Tamim 490 is upright without spot, without a blemish. Okay. Now, are you guys all thinking what I'm thinking? And to present her to himself as a glorious church, without stain or wrinkle or blemish, but holy and blameless. Present to himself a glorious church, holy, without blemish. I'll look for the other words associated, but the code ends here, okay? It has all of the thoughts contained within there. I thought that was stunning when I found that. So anyway, they're definitely taking note of this. You saw how they just coded that number.
Oh, this is the president. What's his name?
Heavily.
Oh, this is the president. What's his name?
Heavily.
You tell me why they just used a word that equals the same amount of days from 9/23/15 to the campfire, which is what they're covering right there.
There's a big area of very intense flame right now. There's a big area of very intense
Both move their heads and look towards the flame when he says flame right now.
flame right now. There's a big area of very intense flame right now.
Body movements on words are just one of the many ways that they code their Gematria coded words. So that is 906 flame right now, and Monday, May 17th, 2021 is the 6th of Sivan. Sivan is the 9th month or the 3rd month, so 906 flame right now. It is on the very right, 517 or 906.
Very intense flame right now that's next to a...
Emotions?
Next to a...
Next to a...
Next to a...
Did you see how he nodded his head up? Tongue.
Next to a...
Okay. Next to a is just what I showed you. So I'm not making this up. They are talking, and then you see the Great Tribulations right here. He was nodding to the Campfire sign. Okay. That's 526. There's an eclipse on 5/26/21. It is 10 days from 5/17/2021 to 5/26/2021. Is this the 10 days of tribulation that some of us will have? And then when you add next, I know this is silly, but this is how they do it. It's ridiculous. To a
very intense flame right now that's next to a...
And then surprisingly, I found nuclear war right here. It's because it equals 1330, is nuclear war planned for May 26, 2021? That's my question. I mean, I got this code from following the words, what he's motioning to, and he stuck out his tongue. And look, Antichrist born May 18th. What is going on here?
A very explosive area, would you say? I mean, it's a very, very explosive area, would you say? I mean, it's a very... It's a very big problem out there going, and they're fighting, and they're fighting.
Before I review that section, he kept repeating very, and he said it 3 times, okay? 420 plus 420 plus 420, 1260. Okay, now let's watch.
A very explosive area, would you say? I mean, it's a very big problem out there going, and they're fighting, and they're fighting like hell. A very explosive area, would you say? I mean, it's a very...
2.
It's a very big problem.
3.
Out there going, and they're fighting, and they're fighting like hell.
Okay. That day that he visited paradise was 11/17. I knew there was a reason for it, I just couldn't figure it out. Finally, I have the answer. 11/17, it was in 2018, but they figured some stuff out when they received the sign of Jonah on 11/8. I saw them realizing this, and there was a lot of coding during that time. And so they stood there on 11/17, 2018, and they are communicating this. That is 3.5 years. Okay? 365 times 3.5 equals 1277.
We've never seen anything like this in California. We've never seen anything like this here.
Okay.
Never seen anything like this.
He looks at the California fire sign. Okay, now look at the way when he moves his body, he says,
like this, Jerry.
Like this, Jerry. Watch again.
Never seen anything like
We've never seen anything. He looks at the California fire.
this, Jerry.
Like this, Jerry. Do you see how he's very robotic? Okay, so he said California fire and looked at the sign because it says Cal Fire. So he was saying the code is California fire, not Cal Fire. Do you see the 126 as in 1260? Okay, like this, Jerry. He trailed off the last part you separated it. Yeah, no, I'm not kidding. This is actually how they do this kind of stuff and operate. Okay, so what is he communicating there? That the 1260 days has something to do with 2 things very strange about this. So he just used a code twice with 2 different setups where the simple gematria was 126. So if you times that by 6, that equals 756, okay? So this is what I find really weird about that. So you see that there, right? So 2064 is the amount of days between 9/23/15. I have a feeling I'm going to be making videos on this until May. Like it is all opened up. I'm finding new things every day. 2021. $2064. And he just used this code, these numbers twice in a row. That's the total amount of days from 9/23/15. That's really interesting. I just wanted to share that with you guys. It says here that 1/3 of the waters turned bitter and many people died from the waters that had become bitter. Is this acid rain from nuclear war?
It's like total devastation. But again, I want to thank everybody, and Brock is going to give you a little presentation as to...
Trump coded 1260, and then he did even 126 without the 0 twice. But we saw codes for 1277, which is 42 months, and then 1260 days, which is 42 biblical months. So which is it? How do we verify that this is correct if we want to know if the timeline is correct? Well, if it's correct, then we can suspect or deduce that there is going to be codes that reveal the truth. And the woman fled into the wilderness, where she hath a place prepared of God, that they should feed her there 1,260 days. That verse was Revelation 12:6. No, there look, 12:6, 2017 to 5:18, 2021 is 1260 days. So 1,260 days. So the first thing, so 12/6/17, George Floyd. 1206, and then you add 1260, and we arrive here. So is this correct? The first, from 12/6/17 to 11/8/18, Campfire is 336 days. We go and look and see what the codes are there. We see woman. The next one we find, 11/8/18 to 1/13/20, is 433 days. There's an eclipse on 1/10, which is this one, 431. I need to add that right now. So there was one on 1/10/20 and 1/13/20. Why? So that the words would be true. So that the code would be true. This is how he has it set up. His words are coming to pass. So 433 days, and we see Eremos, which is wilderness. Okay, so far we have woman and we have wilderness. And then next, okay, we have 491 days. 491 is Malat, escape. Escape. Okay, all right, let's add those up. 336, woman, wilderness, escape. For how many days? 366 plus 433 plus 491 equals 1260. Pretty amazing. So this is a review from last week. Okay, so from 9/6 to 5, and watch, I'll give more explanation of this. So I've been talking about this date for a long time. So 5/17/21 is 1335 days from the Revelation 12 sign. Anyway, if you look up at the date range from 9/6/16, okay, to 9/6 Sivan 6, which is 9/6 of 5/17/21, it's 1714 days. And that's Odin, okay? And this is the pain of childbirth, so the birth pangs. For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them, as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. So we have that code right here, as travail upon a woman with child. The code starts here, so we go down here and in between. So September 23 sign to 9/6/2016 is a total of 381 days. 381 is E Irene. I don't know how to pronounce it, which is peace. So for when they're saying peace and safety, the next block is a total of 411 days, starting on 9/23 sign. But that is also the value for a woman, and it goes to the campfire. So a woman in childbirth, right? But it also is the value for say. So when they are saying, okay, so far we have peace. We have as the woman in labor, birth pangs. We have that code right here, Odin. This is the same date range as Odin. It's a total of 1714 days. George Floyd has a gematria of 714. Is that a coincidence? And then from Campfire, which is 11:8 right here, to the next one, which is the sign in the moon on 1/13/20, is for 32 days, and that is the word for safety, which is yasha, safe, safety, okay. Peace and safety. Then sudden destruction. Right here, so from Campfire to 4/13, which was the third to last day of Passover last year, is 5/23. All last year I was seeing them code birthday, death day, death day. It's 5/23. Okay. There's some reasons for the birthday. You have to look at my video, a couple of when I did the video on 4/4/2020 to understand what all of that's about. Okay. They coded all of it, and to the 4/13 date is 5/23. 5/20 for 23 days. 5/23 is suddenly. Pithom, suddenly, sudden. For when they are saying peace and safety, then sudden destruction. Destruction is next. So see here, it lines up. I'm just going to code that orange so that you guys know it matches that. So that is the 1/13/20 moon sign that I talked about already. I will link it to 5/17 or 5/18 is 499 days. This has all been coded, all of it. Then sudden destruction, and they shall not escape. Okay, so now we go back to January 13th, 2020 to the May 17, May 18. It's 490 or 491 days. Because Shavuot's 2 days, that's why we're able to look at the values for both of those, because it's holy day to holy day, holy day to eclipse, eclipse to eclipse. That's how the codes work. 490, where was I? Not. So even that word was included. The word u is not. And then 491, escape, malat, they shall not escape. All of it's here. For when they are saying peace and safety, saying peace, safety, then sudden destruction shall come upon them as labor pangs upon a pregnant woman, and they shall not escape. It's all there. But then what does it say next? I just wanted to make you feel better, because then it says, but you, brothers and sisters, are not in darkness, so that this day should surprise you like a thief. You are all children of the light and children of the day. We do not belong to the night or darkness. So then let us not be like others who are asleep, but let us be awake and sober. Reading on, for God did not appoint us to suffer wrath, but to receive salvation through our Lord Jesus Christ.